good old Gravity Circuit. This is the game I'm reviewing, but this is a game that while I was playing it, I kind of thought the idea like, man, this could have actually used lives. So the lives are important in the modern era. They've been replaced by checkpoints that you just get, you reach a checkpoint and you just get infinite tries from that point. Because the idea of losing any sort of progress is just, I guess, unthinkable now. But you have these games like Gravity Circuit that are clearly influenced by games like, Mega Man X, a lot of like these 16-bit, retro indie games that decide to update themselves for, the sort of modern gaming sensibilities. And it doesn't always make for the best design choices. So, people don't like losing progress, and you could kind of make the counter argument that, hey, if you get rid of lives, you just have a checkpoint right before the boss. You can make that boss, as difficult as you want. If you made them really difficult and they had to redo the stage every time they got to the boss, man, that would be really annoying. Which, I guess I could kind of agree. But I mean, does that really end up being great game design? I mean, once you get the last, the boss is supposed to be sort of like the last challenge, waiting at the end of a gauntlet. You get there, and it's the sort of last challenge. But really, what happens now is you just get to the checkpoint, and then it's over. All you have to do is beat the stage once. You just have to get to the end. Once you pass, reach the safety of that checkpoint, it's done. There's no chance of ever going back and having to redo anything ever again. So the stage is over by the time you get to the boss. It's not, he's not really part of the stage. He's just another checkpoint. I feel like it just sort of disconnects it just ends up disconnecting the stage from the boss itself. Even the parts of the stage feel disconnected, because again, you don't have to do them again. You don't have to just kind of master the stage. All you got to do is clear it once, and then it's over. And I guess that counts as mastering the stage. But I mean, if you had something like lives, you might actually have to redo it if you lose too many times. Redo the first part of the stage, or make sure you get consistent enough to do parts of the stage that you can actually get to the next part with enough like tries to clear the following part. And I mean, this is kind of theoretical. In Gravity Circuit, it's the game just isn't that hard, so it's kind of irrelevant. Oh, no, not irrelevant, but it's not like, oh my gosh, you'll just like be redoing the stage like 50 times just to complete it. It's more like, all right, you lose your progress like 2 or 3 times, and then you figure it out and you beat the stage. It's really just it. And that's kind of it. It's like, it's a matter of difficulty. The fact that there is no progress lost, that you don't have to redo anything, makes the game, I think, overall just too easy versus a game. Mega Man X wasn't that hard either, but it would be a kind of a nice little like extra difficulty. All right, I got to go back and do this stage, which some might find annoying, but a little annoyance and a little challenge, I think, actually makes the game better, rather than just, all right, I'll just get to the checkpoint, and then, all right, I'll just bash my head against the boss a few tries, beat him, get like a lucky run, and then I'm good. And that's all you need to do. So lives can be a good way to sort of adjust the difficulty too. It's not something that should have been sort of left in. And then this game does have like a one clear mode where you have to clear it in one life, which is all right. But that leaves like 0 room for error at all. Like you get to the boss, like say you beat the whole stage in one try, you get to the boss and then you lose, then you got to go back and do the whole thing over. There's no like redo or like a chance like, all right, you have like a bad cycle against the boss and now going all the way back. Having like 2 or 3 tries would have been like the perfect the perfect thing for like a hard difficulty, in my opinion. So it's something that just Gravity Circuit could have benefited from having like a live system rather than just infinite checkpoints. But you don't even get the option. It's just like one and you're done type of thing, which just it just is a little bit too much. You have to like completely master the stage and these bosses, which to me just is partial mastery would have been enough, you know. That live like complete mastery, like speedrunners and super hardcore players, having a 3 life system that would have allowed a little bit of error without having it like be like, again, super mastery where I know the entire level, I can beat it. It's not an issue at that point. It's almost like it almost becomes irrelevant because you've gotten so good at it. There's no chance you're going to die. But that's it for my review of sort of that's my opening kind of monologue on lives. I think there's something that is kind of overlooked in modern gaming. It kind of is considered old, like an old part of the gaming's history that they kind of got rid of, but I think it's still very relevant and still very fun to have. It's, again, it's just like, can we because everything's like, you know, this sort of like Dark Souls, you know, Campfire, go hard games. Oh, we go to that boss and then we, you know, you fight him 20 times until you eventually win. And that's, you know, that's it. That's difficult, you know. It's not like losing progress is just considered nowadays to just be so evil or, you know, just so annoying. You know, it's you know, bad design. I just don't see it. I think having like go through a stage again is perfectly fine. It's, you know, actually part of like the content, enjoying it. Just because you beat the stage once doesn't mean like you actually like kind of like know it well enough to beat it again without, you know, significant difficulty, which, you know, being able to do stage and repeat stages is fun in a lot of ways. So I don't see the problem with doing it. But again, I think it's just going to be difficult to overcome sort of like the modern sensibilities on it now. But I wish games like this that, you know, give you plenty of options to play in different ways would actually allow you to play it.